Aotearoa, Aroha, Aotearoa, which means New Zealand, I love you. I'm gonna miss you.
Welcome to our travel channel called Growing Up Without Borders. If you are new here, we are a family of 5 on a mission to travel to every country in the world. Back in March 2020, we came to New Zealand thinking that we would come for a few weeks, and little did we know that 2 years later we would still be here. This is the final days before we leave out into the big wide world again. So welcome to our last memories, our last moments as we reminisce and get ready for the big journey.
It's honestly like we're moving each time, because each time we have to pack up the entire house and clean the whole thing, and it takes a long time because you got to do every single thing. And then we've got so much stuff, it's like we might as well have a moving truck with us.
I can't travel without my pickles. I go insane.
Look at this car. Okay, this is the part we don't always show you, but...
Well, listen, the thing is, we all accumulated a lot because we've been here in New Zealand for 2 years. So that makes sense. And as well, it's like everything we own and live with is in this car. And things that you wouldn't travel with, like shampoo and conditioner bottles. You wouldn't travel
And a head of lettuce and spinach and 2 apple pies.
And I have my pickles.
And a box of things to leave, but you're bringing it up.
Oh, good luck, girl.
The first part of our journey consisted of a 6-hour drive from Queenstown to Christchurch, where we stopped and spent a night. Along the way, we enjoyed the most amazing scenery, and we had a beautiful picnic at Lake Pukaki overlooking Mount Cook. Picnic time on the side of the road. A little picnic here.
Woo! Nice.
We made it to Picton, all the way up from Queenstown. We stopped one night in Christchurch at a really nice couple's house, and this couple are amazing. He's a pilot for Air New Zealand, and she's actually a pilot too. So anyway, we stayed the night at their house. We did that many times, so they're kind of like our go-to people when we come through Christchurch.
Julia.
It's always fun to stay in people's houses, especially when they have kittens and a piano.
So yeah, so I spoke to the immigration officer. Everything looks pretty good. He said it's pretty much we've crossed the line, meaning I guess we're approved, but he just needs now potentially the long form birth certificates, which would mean I'd have to order them from Canada and it would take another week. So it's a little bit frustrating, because if he does need those, then we're waiting, and we really want just the stamp of approval so that we can set up our business account, set up our banking accounts, and then book our flights to go towards Dubai. So we're all excited basically to go back out into the big wide world. And we managed to book a last minute ferry to get on the ferry today to go through to Wellington, which is really exciting because the ferries were showing that they were fully booked for like over a week. So this is really good. Julia's actually doing her schoolwork on a ferry.
To construct and to complete them as well. And infrastructure projects end up costing much more than originally expected.
Julia is still in the car now, still on the ferry, still doing school.
Want to show it?
Yeah, shall we? So this is the second time we are
Okay.
staying at someone's house who we met through our YouTube channel.
I've got this.
You got? Okay, alright, okay. Alright. Well, here we go. Say hi, Joanna.
Oh, hello.
We enjoyed a really nice meal together and got to know each other. And then in the morning, we had a delicious breakfast, got some emails done before we headed out onto the road again up to Rotorua. We even got our Ziggy fix. And if you don't know who Ziggy is, check out our Blenheim video where we adopted our neighbor's cat.
Only 3 days later and we've arrived. Finally!
Is that the moon, guys? Chris, is
Where?
that the moon by the mountain?
Yeah, it is the moon.
Oh my gosh.
We made it to the North Island and we have literally sprawled out everywhere. Chloe's sleepy, we're all sleepy. How many hours did it take us to get here?
Oh, I never stopped my stopwatch. Like 6.5, 7.
Each day. So yeah, 20 hours later we're here. Got cozy beds. That up there is a whole sleeping area.
Hello.
You tired, Angelique?
Somewhat.
You ready to downsize from all your luggage?
Nope.
No? What are we gonna do?
Make it fit.
We're gonna make it fit. We are literally cutting in half all of the luggage. Here's where Julia's sleeping. Let's see. Julia? You up here? Julia's not up here, but this is gonna be her bed. Look at this. She's gonna sleep so good, and then in the morning, she's gonna have lots of sunlight coming in.
So this is our friends' batch over at Lake Tarawera. Thankfully, they have high-speed internet, so the girls were able to do all their lessons and even their mock exams from here.
This is Julia doing school in New Zealand. This is what online school looks like. You can do your school from anywhere, anytime with CGA. Look at that background, just amazing. So here at Lake Tarawera, as you can see, we get to watch the moon rise every night. You see it? That big, huge moon over in the distance. So pretty.
You know, New Zealand is forever going to be remembered in my heart. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is my favorite city slash place that we've been to, and well, personally for me, it'd probably have to be Te Aroha, the whole country, New Zealand. You're amazing, but if I had to choose one place, probably either Wellington or Blenheim, just because of the people we've met.
I would say some of my top spots in New Zealand are definitely Queenstown. I love it there. It's so beautiful. Lake Tarawera is beautiful. Northland is really nice, like the North region all above Auckland, like Whangarei and that area. Where else do I like it? Wellington's nice because we have a big group of families as we know there. Blenheim, we lived there for a while, but it was just more so for the people that we love, if you know what I mean.
Very favorite place in all of New Zealand is really hard to say because we've been to so many places. So, but in the top would have to be, well, where we are right here, like Lake Tarawera, kind of the lakes area of Rotorua and Queenstown.
Okay.
And I like Whangarei Heads as well.
My most favorite place to be in when we've been in New Zealand is probably Wellington, because it's where you have the most friends, or Queenstown, one of those two places.
Well, one facing my fears in a black water rafting tour. That was amazing. Being in the dark, kind of like, you know, in a cave with water around you. I'm a bit claustrophobic, so that was an amazing activity we've done here, but out of all the activities, the luges were fun. Any others that I would like to highlight? Ziplining. That was amazing.
So many attractions. So, some things that we did for the first time was like blackwater rafting and whitewater rafting. That was epic and incredible. I did the sky jump in Auckland. That was like flying. You're like ziplining down, and it was just incredible.
Would have to be blackwater rafting when we went into the caves, and I think I have two. It was that, and then doing the Raglan Rock when we went rappelling down like all these rocks and cascades.
We've done so many activities here in New Zealand, but a couple of the top ones would probably be zip lining, whitewater rafting. Blackwater rafting was really cool as well. There's just so many of them.
A lot. It's not only just the people, but the beauty, the language, your accent in that way. I'll miss, mostly the people, just because I've met so many incredible, fascinating people here. It's always been hard to, say goodbye to people. I get really attached, I got attached to New Zealand, so I cry about it a lot when I go to bed. I get really sad when I know I'm going to be leaving soon. Just a bit of anxiety inside. I'm like, but it'll be okay. But I'm going to miss you, New Zealand. Aotearoa, Aroha, Aotearoa, which means New Zealand, I love you.
I'll definitely miss all my friends here. Like I was saying, I have some really dear ones. I'll miss the peacefulness. I'll miss, I guess as well, miss the just being able to speak in English here everywhere, because when we go back to Europe, let's say, it's all in French or Spanish, which is fine because we speak French and we can get by in Spanish, but English is like our mother language. There's just something about that, and it's just so easy to connect to people, and everyone here is so friendly and they're so accommodating. So I am definitely excited to get back out in the world and travel and go see India and Pakistan for the first time and those surrounding countries, and I'm excited to go see my other friends all around the world. But yeah, we will miss New Zealand, but I know we'll definitely be back one day, especially why wouldn't you come back to this beautiful paradise?
All the people we've met, like the friendly people, because I feel like, and just the ability to speak English and be in one spot for a long time, like it's just kind of rejuvenating to speak English all the time and be around nice people.
I'm gonna miss the fact that it's not traveling in a car, which means you can stuff books and things all around. You're traveling by plane, so you have to go according to their rules. So, meaning we can't bring half of our stuff, and I can't bring books, I can't bring art supplies, I can't bring my stuff.
Probably seeing all the people I've met, seeing them smile and laugh together, those are the moments that you'll forever remember, up here. Probably as well, your Kiwi accent. Let me try and imitate it. It's like, oh yeah, chirper, sweet as, shape, those kind of words. I'll forever, always be. Remember those.
I actually came in when I was 16 and now I'm 18. It's crazy to think that it's been 2 years and it's definitely become home to me. It has a place in my heart, and it's gonna be weird leaving. It's gonna be like this reverse culture shock. It's like I feel like we're in like the sanctuary because it's so peaceful, as you can see, and then we're gonna go out into the big wide world, But New Zealand, paradise. It's absolutely incredible. We've seen every single town. Let me just say that. It's been incredible. We've met so many amazing people as well. I've got some dear friends here.
I'm coming back for you, New Zealand. You watch. I love you, New Zealand. And I love your sunshine too, but I can't see. You guys have a strong sun, I tell you. But it's very nice.
Alright, so today is Saturday. It's a few days before we leave. We are doing our final packing, making sure Our suitcases are the right amount of size. Okay, so put it on the scale. Ready? 10 kilos.
Here's the situation, let me tell you. I'm getting rid of everything I haven't worn in the last little while, and the girls think I'm crazy. I do this a lot. And then I usually get to a country and I'm like, where's that shirt I really liked? But the reality is...
She does it all the time, and then she's like, oh, I wish I really had that because I'm going to a business meeting. And it's like, well, you should have kept it.
The challenge is, though, is that I like to travel light, so you can't have both. So what do?
I'm laughing my head off because I thought Julie downsized.
Nope.
Apparently not. Apparently she just distributed it all over the place and it fit.
Oops. Yeah, it's dirty. That's laundry. You're emptying a laundry bag.
Yeah, no, my clothes are in there, but we're clean.
They're clean. That's a laundry dirty bag.
It's not my fault you guys put it in there.
Okay, so the question is do I keep it or do I give it away, guys? I guess I do wear it quite a bit. That's going to be harder than I thought. My goal is to get half of it out. This is kind of too small girls for me.
I'll gladly take it.
Oh, no. You're not allowed to take any more clothes.
Hey, I have one just like that I had to leave behind in Blenheim.
I will wear it.
You'll wear
I will
it?
take it.
You'll fit.
And I have more than enough room.
Good. I'm glad to hear.
You know, all I own is a suitcase and a backpack. I've got nothing in the big black suitcase.
Yeah, she's got nothing. This is all yours. You guys, you would not believe what I just found in Tyler's suitcase. He's got candy. It's time to get funky.
The door is open, I could walk right in. Ooh, but it's so much harder than it sounds. I know it's closing if I just stand still.
So when we first came to New Zealand, I was 16, and now I'm 18. It's March 27th, 2022, and we are finally making this a home, so that means I can get my own bank account. Came to the bank. Now I officially have a bank card. I can get my learner's license, which I'm so excited because then that means I can get my full one. Okay, see, head of the camera.
Julia, you ready for it?
Here I go.
Do you want me to time you?
Sure, yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, I passed. I got my learners and they're gonna ship me like an actual one, and which means I can actually start to learn and drive. So as a treat, I decided to come to Starbucks and treat myself to a frappuccino, which I love.
After triaging and going through all of our stuff, we brought everything over to Jenny and Malcolm's.
Okay. Here we go. Up this crazy hill. You guys ready? Look at it. Come on, Betsy. That's what we say.
Come on, Betsy. Come on, Betsy. We did it!
We did it!
Woohoo!
Alright, we are right now at Jenny Malcolm's and putting everything in boxes what we're leaving. We're actually leaving quite a few things.
How many boxes do we have in your bunkie?
Too many to count.
Because look, this one's like books. This one's like winter gears, clothes. Like look, seriously. This one has more papers and stuff. Thanks Jenny and Malcolm for letting us store stuff here.
We enjoyed the most amazing food overlooking Lake Rotoiti with Malcolm and Jenny and Richard and Christine.
Travels. Yes.
Here's
to travels.
Here's the travel.
Here's
that makes sense.
doesn't it?
You can get them in every flavors.
These are red kiwis that are not out on the market yet.
They came out with some really wacky ones, like sprinkles.
But it's kiwi
or,
fruit, not just kiwi.
New Zealand knows we're leaving her and she's crying. It's so sad.
So today's March 23rd and I've officially finished economics. Well, there's one more activity to do, but basically I've done macro and micro, sorry, I've got the hiccups. But anyways, I'm finished economics, which is pretty cool. I mean, there's another year you could do, but I'm going to be stopping to go to my hotel management school next year, which is super exciting. But yeah, economics was really good. We switched teachers throughout the year, but that was all good. Now we've got our exams, and then we have our studies. But yeah, economics was fun. It was good. Definitely take it. so today's March 25th. We may be leaving New Zealand tomorrow, we may be leaving Sunday, who knows. We're going back down to one small suitcase and a backpack. Mine is like humongous. I'm gonna weigh it right now to see how much it weighs. Chloe's is like 10 kilos. We've got our big suitcase and some bags up front, and it's crazy. Let's see. And for the grand reveal, 9.7 kilos.
This shouldn't be Growing Up Without Borders, the travel channel. This should be Growing Up Without Borders reality TV show, because here's the reality. We are down to 24 hours before we want to book our flights to leave New Zealand. We're still waiting to know if we're going to get our visa. And if we get our visa, is it something we can get electronically and be outside of the country? We still don't know. Like, we don't know, and we want to leave, but we can't leave. And the only reason is because there's Dubai Expo going on for one extra week, which we're trying to get to. So will we get there or not? I don't know. This is crazy.
Changing cars. This is our new rental car to go to the airport. Okay, so we got everything here, and this is what it'd be like if we're traveling.
So we just want to give a big special thanks to Apex Car Rentals for supporting our travel and our channel. We've been able to see so much of New Zealand with their rental car. We've used it in so many different locations, and it's just been amazing. One thing we love about Apex is when you go to book with them, they have super friendly staff. They have locations all throughout New Zealand. There's no airport service fees. There's no extra driver fees, and all those extras that you kind of pay with other companies, you don't have it with Apex. So make sure to click the link below. We're putting a link to Apex when you're coming to New Zealand, and check them out.
So with my sewing machine, I was able to finish all but one last seam on my dress.
Give us a little spin.
No.
It's cute.
So today is March 30th. It's a Wednesday. I've got a 2-hour exam in economics this afternoon, so I've been studying for that. Me and my sisters just went for a walk down the road to a park, which was really fun. And since it's so beautiful, I'm gonna go for a swim in the lake.
For those of you who don't know, that is Mount Aotearoa, a big, massive volcano that erupted not too long ago.
Yeah.
And we made a whole video on the Breed Village, which is not too far away from here.
Alright, here I go. I'm about to do my 2-hour mock exam for economics. Wish me luck. I'll tell you how it goes after. I just finished the exam. It was pretty good. You had to keep your camera on. You had to be unmuted, and you had to show your surrounding, making sure there's no sticky notes or any of that, or make sure your phone's put away. But I mean, I feel like I did pretty good. I did the best I can, but of course there's a time limit, so you're like, and you gotta write it all, and there's like 14 mark questions and then 20 mark questions. But I think I did pretty good overall.
And that's how you do exams online. Basically, she's in there doing her exam. I think she's doing good.
I think this is going to be our very last walk in the nature. So here at Lake Tarawera, there's this beautiful walkway all along the water, and I'm just reflecting back on certain things, like one of the guys who lives literally around the corner we met through friends, and he's one of the guys who helped us revise our business plan and kind of sat with us and just kind of was a sounding board for us. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, the irony of us staying one extra week has been so helpful, because we had to set up things like the IRD numbers, bank accounts, notarize so many documents over and over again for this organization, that place, this place. Like, it went on and on and on. Basically took us a full 4 days of standing in banks and going back and forth getting documents. And the girls were able to finalize their last exams here, which is really cool. So it's always better to be in an environment when you're not moving around and you're just with good internet. And so yeah, they're using Starlink here, so it's pretty fast. So it's really cool. And this is probably what I'm gonna miss the most about New Zealand, is these beautiful just sceneries and walkways and everything else. So
مرحبا.
Marhaban. Okay, so Arabic is not the easiest of languages to learn, but
السلام عليكم.
Assalam alaikum. Do I sound right?
السلام عليكم.
Assalam alaikum. I'm gonna sound so good when we go to Pakistan. I'm gonna be able to nail it. See?
مساء الخير.
Masa'ul khayr.
صباح الخير.
So basically they have all these different languages. So if you're learning a new language or you want to touch up on your skills like the girls are, we highly recommend Education Perfect for doing that.
So right now I'm using Education Perfect to catch up on French because it's been such a long time and I'm 98% done my vocabulary.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Are you doing the advanced or the basic or what?
Advanced, so. I was doing good before you came here. Now I'm just like, le maillot de bain.
So this is my setup here, which is really nice. I have my own little desk, and I'm just currently working on my Spanish with Education Perfect because if you didn't know, us girls, we speak French, English, and we get by in Spanish, so it's always good to, like, you know, touch it up, make sure we continuing practicing, so when we get out to traveling, we're ready to use it.
So right now I'm using Education Perfect to learn digital technologies for programming. I'm also using Education Perfect to learn Portuguese.
So what's really cool, I'm going to put the link below for you guys because if you're looking for a homeschool curriculum, it's great. They have access to so many different curriculums and subjects inside the content library. And for 5 users, it's only $30 a month. So it's like extremely affordable to use as a homeschool system. Last time getting our favorite meat pies. Technically not our favorite, but it's the next best thing. So we've come here before. And you can come and you can put your feet in the hot water. That's what we're gonna go do. And we're gonna enjoy our meat pies and put our feet in the water. Or maybe not. Okay, first of all, we walked by this lovely couple and you wouldn't believe they're from India, of course, right? You can tell. This is what we're gonna look like when we're there too. But she was asking where we're going and she was saying, are you gonna go to the Golden Temple? I'm like, yes. And what did you say? She wanted me to basically give a donation from New Zealand, yes?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm all the way here in New Zealand and I'm going to hand deliver to the Golden Temple a blessing from New Zealand. So it's pretty cool. Thank you. That's really cool and I can't wait to discover your country. This is one of those coincident moments. Like, I know you can meet people from India anywhere, but what are the odds? And then what are the odds that someone gives you $50 to go donate to the temple? That's amazing. This Golden Temple is amazing. It feeds like literally 100,000 people every single day.
Okay, so
Tomorrow's April Fools.
And so I've set up an alarm at 4 in the morning. This is bad because I sleep right here with her, but it's got like a French-German song gonna play like da 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 da, and it's gonna be right beside her head. I'll report back hopefully at like 4 in the morning.
Did you expect that?
Were you wondering why your alarm went off at 4 in the morning with some German music?
Chloe's phone that went off.
Yeah, but the funniest part about that was that I must have been so tired. I didn't even hear it. So I was gonna film her in the middle of the night, but I didn't even wake up. So it didn't.
Morning.
I know, but it was still.
And then it kept me up for the rest of the morning. So I was like up from 4 in the morning.
So we've got this big dilemma that we're trying to solve.
Jenny has a lot of figs, so I'm gonna help her use them up. So basically I made fig crumble little squares where to have coconut, oatmeal, a whole bunch of figs like that. That's in the oven. This is a fig chocolate cake.
Whoa.
I have recipes for cookies even. Quite funny because I'm not usually the one who cooks or bakes, but I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And the girls are in class anyways, and it's a fun challenge, you know, and I like it.
You're doing a good job. It looks delicious. And these figs, did you know you can eat them just like this? They're really yummy.
And it doesn't stop there. Now I'm gonna make some fig cookies. The girls are eating their hearts out of feijoas. A whole bin of them. So this is the fig tree. Okay, so we're having our last visit with Malcolm and Jenny. And this is Charlotte. We've been hanging out, playing some games. It's been fun.
See you guys.
Or until we meet again. Aotearoa.
Bye.
Bye. Just gonna back out. That's what I do.
Bye. See ya.
We did one last stop here at Richard and Christine's for a cup of tea.
What are you doing?
I am booking flights.
Can you believe it?
No, I can't believe it because we're supposed to be going to India, but Done. Booking
Oh my
confirmed.
goodness, this is so
We're
exciting.
going to Fiji.
Whoop, whoop.
We're going to Fiji.
This is all happening too fast, it feels like. You know, it's almost like, for me, I won't realize we're leaving until we're actually stepping foot into the airport with our passports ready. I'll be like, we're leaving New Zealand. Kind of like that.
We have never done a PCR test or a rapid test.
Antigen test.
Or, yeah, so we're going to have to go do one to get on the plane.
First RAT test here in New Zealand.
All negative. All negative. So, yeah. It's good to go. We can go to Fiji. Whoop, whoop. Last time at a grocery store here in New Zealand.
One last meat pie before we leave.
My goodness.
Last meal in New Zealand.
This time it's for real. Last sunrise in New Zealand.
Okay, we're starting to feel the last minute excitement of leaving New Zealand. This is it, you guys. This is like the final minutes before we go. How's everyone feeling?
It's nervous.
It's nervous? How are you feeling?
I couldn't sleep last night because I was like, I've got to do all these things. I want to just be up and get ready to go.
We literally like downsized and then downsized again, and we keep trying to downsize.
This is a whole bag we're leaving again.
And then when we get to Fiji, we're just gonna leave a bunch of stuff. That's the goal. Okay, so we still have the extra laundry bag to squeeze in. Let's see. Done. All right, and we're off. 7 a.m., just after 7. Perfect timing. We're gonna make it to Auckland Airport, return the rental car, and here we go. Woo-hoo! Country. Oh, this is a big one for Julia.
It's gonna be my 100th. You'll see soon.
This is my very last Pijoa. Thank you, Jenny, for bringing these. For those of you who are not from New Zealand, Pijoas grow here. They're the most delicious fruit. They're like sour candies. I know, literally, you suck it out like that. I know, it's really good. Great way to wake yourself up. Last time we're gonna smell Rotorua for a while, guys. This is hilarious. We're leaving one last bag here at La Bonne Poulette, and Malcolm and Jenny hopefully are gonna come and pick it up.
So this is our setup back here. We've got like this table because normally it belongs in the trunk, which is full of suitcases at the moment, but it works out good because we can eat our breakfast, which we made.
Yeah. Usually the night before a long trip or a road trip, we make some banana bread and we pack it for the next day for breakfast. And it's great because we always have bananas sitting around in our household.
This is crazy because last time we were on a flight was March 14th, 2020 when we came into the country. We flew into Christchurch and now we're leaving from Auckland. What's it gonna feel like? What's it gonna be? Oh my goodness!
All right, this is what we're down to, so not too much. We've got one big suitcase, 4 little ones, and some backpacks.
I was just saying, I don't think it hits you until you really have time to just like stop and relax. Like when we're on the plane, just sitting there, we're like, whoa. You know what I mean? Or in a different country. Because we've been so go-go. We're here.
Just head straight up now to gate number 6 for me. Okay, thank you. We sometimes joke around, you know the saying, it takes a village to raise a child? Well, we often joke around and we say it takes a country to support growing up without borders. So we seriously want to say a big thank you to everyone who has helped us along the last 2 years being in New Zealand, whether it's homes that we've stayed in, meals, or just like Jenny and Malcolm lending us their vehicle for so long. A big, huge thank you for supporting us. And New Zealand, don't worry because we have so many epic videos coming out. So even though we're going to be posting other ones, there's plenty more coming. See you guys in the next video. Thanks.
Bye!
New Zealand is forever going to be remembered in my heart.